What's up, Eagles fans? Welcome into the All-22 review. I'm Fran Duffy, and today we're going to look back to Christmas Eve night. Eagles fall on the road to the Dallas Cowboys, their second loss of the 2022 season. Still some good things to take away, and we will start on the offensive side of the football, where I thought Gardner Minshew had a solid game in relief of Jalen Hurts in this game against the Cowboys. And on third down, very, very efficient. I thought the game plan going into this game against the Dallas Cowboys, who lead the NFL in time to pressure. They are very, very fast at getting to the opposing quarterback. So the Eagles going into this game, hey, we want Gardner Minshew to get the ball out of his hands very, very fast. And I thought the veteran responded by being very decisive on third down. It showed up a number of times in the game. Here are some of my favorites. One thing that really stood out about the Eagles' game plan on third down, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands fast. You're going to see on a number of these conversions, the ball's coming out 1.5, 1.75, 2 seconds flat, getting the ball underneath two pass targets like you saw there on that check down to Kenny Gainwell, or just in rhythm throws to DeVonta Smith, A.J. Brown. You're going to see the touchdown here to DeVonta Smith. Third down, red zone, ball out fast to beat that Dallas pass rush. Well-orchestrated game plan from this coaching staff. All right, so some really well-designed pass concepts there by the Eagles on third down. And obviously, DeVonta Smith, a career day, 8 for 113 and 2 touchdowns, surpasses 1,000 yards for the first time in his young career. Just an outstanding day for the former top 10 pick. And where he most stood out, his ability to finish at the catch point. Just otherworldly body control and ball skills from DeVonta Smith. Here are 3 of my favorite catches from number 6. One trait that continues to stand out with DeVonta Smith, his body control. Just outstanding awareness and feel for finishing at the catch point, contorting his body, making plays through contact. Watch him here. Full extension, takes a hit not just in front, but from behind as well, sustains the catch through contact and makes the play. Later in the game, very late, you're going to see just ridiculous ability to contort his body and get both feet in along the sideline. Just an outstanding catch there from the former top 10 pick. He's able to pull that one in. And then later in the game, watch him go Air Jordan here on the in-breaker, little dagger concept, and he's able to once again pirouette midstream and finish this. Look at the timing, the awareness, and the ball skills to finish at the catch point. DeVonta Smith, outstanding season so far here in 2022. Another theme on offense, the return of number 88, Dallas Goedert. 3 catches, 67 yards. All 3 of those catches went for explosive plays and first downs. Outstanding job from number 88 in his return. He drew a penalty, could have drawn a couple more in coverage as well. He did an outstanding job of forcing his way to create separation at the second and third level of this Dallas defense. Here are all 3 of Dallas Goedert's catches against the Cowboys. Dallas Goedert made his return on Saturday night, and his presence was felt in a big way. 3 catches, all of them go for first downs. You watch him here, just a dirty route from Dallas Goedert. Sells the over route, puts the brakes on, and breaks back towards the sideline for a first down. Outstanding route there. Watch him sell with his eyes and his hips, gets the shoulders turned, and he's able to get the safety completely turned around in coverage. Dallas Goedert with an X-play there on his first target back off injury reserve. Here, fighting through contact once again against Jaron Kearse, who's done a really nice job against tight ends all season long as the big nickel player for the Cowboys. Goedert fights through contact there early in the down. That play strength, that technique shows up. The competitiveness shows up time and time again. And when you talk about competitiveness, you love to see what we got here on this third reception. A target early on, first play of the second half, goes up and over, low post basketball, beats the safety at the catch point. Dallas Goedert did a lot of good things here in this game, contributed in the run game as well, as he normally does. Good return here for number 88. He's going to be a big part of this offense going into the postseason. So due to that injury, Dallas Goedert not named a Pro Bowl starter for the NFC, which is a little bit of a crime. But when you look at another player who was named to the Pro Bowl, that was second-year offensive lineman Landon Dickerson. He gets named to the Pro Bowl, second-round pick in 2021. I thought he followed up that accolade with an outstanding performance against the Dallas Cowboys. He showed up in the pass game and in the run game, but here are 3 of my favorite run blocks from number 69. I thought we saw some really good things from Landon Dickerson, who was just named to his first Pro Bowl this past week against the Dallas Cowboys. Watch him here early on in this game. First play. Play side double team. He and Jason Kelce getting great movement at the point of attack, create some softness there for Miles Sanders to be able to work downhill on the cutback run. Then you see him here a little bit later. Watch him work against number 91, the defensive tackle here from Dallas. Once again, working the double team with Jason Kelce, but see the sustained movement one-on-one late in the down. Look at the running lane that's created there for Miles Sanders behind Landon Dickerson in the running game. Outstanding stuff there from the second-year player. Another one here, this time on the backside, working with Jordan Mailata, getting up to the second level to the linebacker. Look at him hunt up number 42, Anthony Barr, stay latched on, run his feet, and finish the block. This is what you're looking for from your guard in the run game, and Landon Dickerson brings that in spades. Big reason why he was named to the Pro Bowl for the first time. Watch this one full speed. Just get a sense of the violence there from Landon Dickerson. So sticking with the run game, we're going to go now to the defensive side of the football, where the Dallas Cowboys averaged under 3 yards per carry on first and second down. The Eagles' defensive front doing an outstanding job of limiting both Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard on the ground, really forcing Dallas into a lot of third and long situations. Fletcher Cox kind of at the forefront in this game. He did a number of different things against this Dallas offensive line, obviously going up against a handful of future Hall of Famers there in Tyron Smith and in Zach Martin. Let's take a look at how Fletcher Cox impacted the game on early downs against the run. The Cowboys could not get things going on the ground on early downs, and Fletcher Cox, a big reason why. You see him here, inside zone, backside play of the first play of the game, working against Tyron Smith, and he's going to squeeze this run lane down, help Reed Blankenship get in there for a tackle, Linval Joseph in there as well, but Fletcher Cox going one-on-one against Tyron Smith. That was a battle we saw early and often in this game. Watch him here. This one, a duo play, straight downhill. He's one-on-one with the future Hall of Famer, and watch how he's able to control this from snap to finish, get off the block, and find the football. Nice job by Fletcher Cox on that play. So we saw inside zone on first down, duo on second down. Here, you're going to see a counter play where Fletcher Cox, he's matched up against the tight end. That's not going to end well. Completely tosses 87 to the side, disrupts the pulling guard from the backside, stays square, gets the second puller there in Tyler Smith, and allows his teammates to make the play. Fletcher Cox, a wrecking ball against the counter play. And then here, outside zone stretch, defeats the block from the guard, Zach Martin, forces the running back Tony Pollard to bounce and get him outside. Fletcher Cox, early downs, dominant against Dallas. So we talk about that early down run defense. Obviously, it created a lot of third downs, and third down, that was a huge problem for this Eagles defense in this game. Just could not get off the field often enough against the Dallas Cowboys, and for a lot of different reasons. Some busted coverages and miscommunications on the back end, some missed tackling at times. Those are things that have to be corrected moving into the postseason. But when you look at the way that this defense has played over the majority of this season, those things have not been issues for this defense. So I think ultimately, yeah, you have to worry about it in this one game, but have faith that they're going to get that corrected here moving forward. I think it's more of a blip on the radar as opposed to something to be really worried about going into the postseason. But still, big reason why they lost this game, inability to get off the field on third down. And those individual plays happened a lot in the first half, cleaned some things up, made some good adjustments in the second half, but that crucial play, 3rd and 30, a 52-yard gain to T.Y. Hilton over the top, those are the kinds of plays that kept Dallas in this football game. And even despite that, the Eagles had the ability to win this one on the final drive. So plenty of things to get corrected here, and obviously a lot to like as well. And one player I wanted to point to, Josh Sweat, first NFL defensive lineman this year to get a pick six here this season. Let's take a look at that pick six and a couple other plays where number 94 stood out. One of the more athletic plays you'll see from this game was Josh Sweat, the first defensive lineman all season to get a pick six. And watch me, this is a naked bootleg. Defensive lineman not supposed to be able to make this play. Dak Prescott's trying to throw over him. Sweat's able to pull this in, throw the stiff arm, and run away from everybody into the end zone. Outstanding play, but it wasn't just that play there for Josh Sweat, because he got a sack a little bit later in this game as well. You're going to see him here beat Tyler Smith off the edge. This is a really well-executed rush from the entire Eagles defensive line, because you're going to get Haason Reddick and Fletcher Cox working the game on the opposite side. If Josh Sweat's not there to get home, Fletcher Cox is going to be right there. Haason Reddick forced him off his spot. Josh Sweat able to get home for a sack there on that play. And then also the run game. Dallas running a little bit of a pin-pull scheme here. They're going to try and pin him down with wide receiver Noah Brown, but then you're going to get Josh Sweat disrupting the puller as well. So he's essentially taking two blockers here on this play and allowing his teammates to get home. TJ Edwards, he's attacking downhill. James Bradbury inserts, and he's able to replace as a run defender. Josh Sweat, another good game here against the Cowboys. Well, like I said, a lot to clean up from this performance, things to pick apart on both sides of the football, but some good things as well as this team now gears up to take on the New Orleans Saints back home for the first time in almost a month here at Lincoln Financial Field to take on New Orleans. We'll be breaking it down on the Eagle Eye in the Sky podcast, as well as over on Eagles Game Plan. Stay tuned for us next time right here, though, on the All-22 review. We'll talk to you next week. Fly, Eagles, fly.